Pastor Ronald is the founder of Surmounter Restoration Ministries Global. After training at Mutundwi Christian Fellowship,
Pastor Ronald begun his first ministry, called Victor's Restoration Ministries International in 2010 as a community-based organization, CBO, until we registered on international level as Surmounter Restoration Ministries Global, the umbrella under which we have Restoration Miracle Center churches, and to reach out to 1,000 children, among others.
In 2019, Pastor Ronald Kasinga was ordained by Pastor Benny Hinn, the president of World Healing Fellowship, where he attended the Pastors and Ministry Leadership Conference, and he was awarded a certificate. He began his first ministry called Restoration Miracle Center Church, Jinja Wanyange, and this is under the umbrella of Surmounter Restoration Ministries Global. The ministry begun in a house as a home cell, and later expanded because of the multitude of people who joined us. We chased by the owners of the place where we were fellowshipping from, but God was faithful. We got our own land with a land title where the ministry is currently occupying. We started building on that land the ministers' houses after construction. The premises were dedicated by an anointed man of God known as Pastor Kabuye Roland. After this, we held a number of services, including hosting our spiritual father by the name of Pastor Tom Mugarwa. It's now 15 years ever since the church was constructed and started its official operations. In 2017, God sent him to Kampala, and he was directed to a place called Bweyogerere, where he sold his car to start the work of God. Construction was began and took only 3 months to complete the work, and God was faithful. A congregation of people joined us and started fellowshipping with us. The church officially started in April 2017. It ran up to October 2022. Since we were renting, we spent 5 years in Bweyogerere, and God was faithful. We bought our own land in 2021. But as it was in Jinja Wanyange, so it happened that also the landlord chased us from the place where we had established our church in Bweyogerere. After buying our land, it was a swampy and waterlogged area, so we began by filling the area with soil, and the project was proceeded with bricklaying, and this done by Pastor Ronald Kasinga, and later build a fence for security purposes. After fencing, building materials were bought, and the foundations for permanent structures were laid. Here, we first constructed our permanent gate structure in order to enhance on our security. After the gate was constructed, we laid the church foundations, and construction proceeded with the permanent structures being constructed up to wall plate. However, during construction, pressure caused by our landlord in Bweyogerere arose, and through this, we were forced to shift to our new location.
Yes, you're welcome to our new church. Still showing you. These are our offices, restoration offices that are still under construction. This is our new church. Glory to God. It's so good. It's looking beautiful. Yeah, then down there is our toilet. Yeah, some of you can just ask. I've never seen such big toilet, but by the grace of the Lord, I have been blessed with the best toilet so far.
To our new location in Jinja Misindai. We began our fellowships in a tent structure, and due to increasing number of people, we later constructed a temporary structure that could help to shelter the congregation from direct exposure to harsh weather conditions of heavy rains and direct sunshine. Back to construction, roofing was done, followed by plastering of the build and pouring concrete inside the church.
Our senior pastor also wants to use this opportunity to thank all the people who have stood with him to build this wonderful work of God.
May God bless you so much.
Though we have not yet accomplished, but Ebenezer, we have come from very far, and here we are now, and we believe God is taking us far. Now after shifting we have been with regular services, and people had joined us more, especially IR overnights every month and Sunday services. In October 1st, 2023, Pastor Victor welcomed his spiritual father, Pastor Tom, from Mutandwe Christian Fellowship. It was a massive seminar, people were delivered, and many people gave their life to Christ.
And currently, some of our future prospects are floor tile installation, painting, installing pavers, full electric installation. After all this great work, the guest house was also built to help in housing pastors and guests. It was built in a luxurious way that glorifies God and gives all conducive conditions to all guests of all kind. For example, it was tiled and was equipped with all best assets of life like chairs, fridge, kitchen, and good accommodation facilities, to mention but a few. This was followed by plumbing of the building and the toilets as well. However, after the loss of parent at a tender age, and had no one to look after him but failed, not even getting one to take him to school, the pastor Ronald Kasinga started up a children ministry known as Restoration Child Care, was started in 2010 as a small ministry that could only buy books for primary pupils later. Pastor Ronald made a great achievement when he started paying school fees for primary pupils, but as time moved on, he started supporting and funding secondary students from ordinary level to advanced level and university as well. It is 14 years ever since Pastor Ronald started this work. Our major aim, looking after 1,000 children, providing school requirements like school fees, books, pens, pencils, and all other scholastic materials, and even giving some shelter. But all this is done with a primary source of income from farming, which includes palm growing, maize growing. But the ministry is having future prospects of having the following projects at work: goat rearing, poultry keeping, banana plantation, coffee plantation, and piggery. The ministry is godly and helps to equip children with a godly life and makes them servants of God. To have all this great goal of restoration child care being put into existence, we need a hand in this project.